Here we go. Turn over.
In fact, I don't think it's going to work. There's too many elements. Thanks for trying.
You might.
We just basically wanted to hold.
Sun running.
No, that's fine, you know.
Scene 1, slate 24.
And action.
Slate 61.
Let's see the rehearsal. Come on.
One, slate 11. Okay, right, we're going to shoot the rehearsal, so if you can just follow their mouths, as it were.
Okay. 138.
Like that. Okay, and then
That'll work. What a reaction.
let us run it through for camera, okay, the sound.
My name's Rebecca and I'm playing young Millie, which is exciting, a little bit nerve-wracking. I've not met Diana yet, who plays real Millie, or Millie, modern Millie we should say, thoroughly modern Millie. So I'm hoping that I do her proud, and I'm hoping that with the wig and the brown contact lenses, I'm hoping that I do look like a younger version of Diana. It's a great production, everyone's very, very friendly, which is of course wonderful, helps make a nice atmosphere. And I got involved because I've worked with Stuart a couple of years ago on a sketch show project that we were all involved with, and with Graham, and he phoned me up and asked me if I could wear brown contact lenses. I thought this is strange, but yes, I'm sure I could, and so I got involved with the project, which I'm really enjoying.
And what's Stuart like as a director?
Oh, he's a horror. No, he's not. He's very nice. So I've worked with him before. He must be nice, otherwise I wouldn't have come back to work on this project. Yeah, very nice.
Put your hands on the wall.
Yeah, he knows what he wants. Oh no, probably said all the wrong things now.
Hi, I'm Matt Nation. I play the young John, or Jonathan, in this. I worked with Stuart a while ago on a previous production he did, which was Shakespeare's Birds, which is quite a few years ago now. Got in touch with Stuart, and here I am, playing this part. It's been quite fun so far. It's been great meeting Derek, which is fantastic. I don't think I look that much like him, but hopefully the final product we'll see. If that's what I look like in a few years' time, then I'll be quite happy. Working with Rebecca has been absolutely wonderful as well. It's always good to have a part where you end up lying on top of a really pretty girl.
My name is Mirella Luciani and I'm playing John's mother. My character is a 1940s housewife, and basically she has to see her son off to war. It's a lot slower than sort of the process of being on stage, and so it's a new sort of discipline really.
What were you up to this morning?
I was playing the sergeant major, as you can see from my stripes.
He's got stripes, I've got no stripes.
He's got no
It's
stripes.
a big difference, you see.
So it's the big sort of.
Harry, look at your jacket for a second.
Yeah, cool.
Just for stick it on, and when it goes around with the camera, you can see the stripes you want to use.
What we were doing this morning is the entire morning was spent coming out the door, off to war in the back of the truck. Millie comes scooting past, and it's the sort of, he thinks he's missed her, but he finally manages to mouth "I love you" to her. And that's it, he's off to war. That's what we've been doing this morning.
I thought it went particularly well, actually.
Yeah.
I don't really say no.
Well, I lost my moustache this morning and I really panicked. And I found it under the kitchen table. Because
Crawling away.
if we hadn't found it, we would not, I wouldn't have been able to work.
Yeah, how did you get involved with this project?
Oh, gee. Well, my eldest son, Jamie, had this idea. He just said to me, I've got an idea for a short film, Dad. You know, we've heard that before. I said, well, you know, put it down. And he did, but and we thought it was a really lovely idea and a lovely story. And I said, we'll go and write it. And we weren't mad about some of his dialogue, but it was a terrific idea from him. And so we got Jeremy his brother, my young son, to do the screenplay. And then I'd done Fowlds in the Landscape with Stuart, and we presented that to Stuart, and he liked the story. Jeremy, doing the screenplay, wrote himself a rather good, nice part.
Don't you be wasting my time, Sunshine! Right, shut up, ladies! Now make Janice here feel welcome. She's got a problem with her knees, bless her!
Excellent. All right. That'll do. Here we go, round of applause.
And I was in it, playing the older John. I love the fact that it was in 1944 and then the present day. I asked my dear friend Diana Hodinott, who used to play Paul Eddington's wife in Yes Minister, to play my wife.
I think I'm involved with this because I've known Derek for more years than I care to remember. We were both very juvenile when we met some years ago. Apart from knowing Derek forever, we worked in Yes Minister together for many years. We didn't have very many scenes together, and those we had, we mostly giggled through, so I'm not looking forward to working with him today because I believe he looks like Mr. Pastry, and I can't think we're going to get through any scenes without laughing. But I'm a professional, I can't answer for Derek.
And so it became a family thing. But it's wonderful for me to be able to work with all three of my sons, really. I mean, it's something, when I pop my clogs, that they can keep forever, really. God bless Stuart. We enjoyed working on the documentary together, and he makes me laugh, and he knows what he wants, and I know he'll do a good job, and something for all of us to keep, you know, forever and a day.
Like in this arc then, rather than this arc. Okay. We're going to have to cut around those shots.
Yeah, we'll put
Julian.
it relatively rare.
Yeah.
Was it bird scare or something?
No, it sounds like a pigeon shooter out there. So we could actually do with one of them birds, couldn't we? I'll take the dog over this evening and see if he's missed any.
So my other son, he was going to first it because he's a first assistant, but unfortunately he's here today, which is terrific. But Fletcher is a very busy boy and he couldn't give the time. And also my dear friend Peter Benson, who's in Heartbeat with me, is going to play the taxi driver. So Jeremy's written him a rather good speech, which he's been practicing on the Heartbeat set for I don't know how long.
Were they trying to kill your leg?
Tell you what, I don't know what it was. That was very funny.
In your coat pocket, I think.
What?
It's that coat thing.
What? No, hang on. It's my glass case.
Yeah.
God, look at that. Peter, what have you done? Well, you got slammed in the door because working with Peter Benson, you know, you need insurance. Because you never know what he's going to do next.
You got to suffer for your art.
It's just all I saw was this doll.
Come on, let's start again.
Well, I found out the true reason why I'm here is because he couldn't get George Clooney. I'm about the 16th on the list. That's all come out during the day. But we've finished and it's been great fun.
But we're on track. It's 1:45 now, and we're just getting a wig change at the moment. So everybody's chilling out.
My name's Harvey, and I'm Ali's assistant, and I'm trying to get this wig to behave itself. As you can see, in a 40s style, but this side is longer than the other, so it's been proving rather difficult to keep it in proper style.
So is there a definite 1940s look?
Yeah, definitely with the lips, very made up lips, the bright colours, the reds that they like to wear. Eyes were played down quite a bit, they were fairly natural. And they also used to have quite definite eyebrows, as opposed to the 20s that were very thin and arched.
So what kind of look are you trying to get?
Quite a natural look, although natural then was a lot sort of smarter than we are now. Yeah, had their lipstick on. bright lipstick. And they'd probably be pretty horrified if they saw the way we go about today.
What do you ladies think of the glamorous world of filmmaking then?
Fascinating.
Very fascinating.
And how did you get involved in this production then?
A friend of Stuart's, Frank, recommended us to Stuart. And Stuart came out to our lay-by because we run a lay-by on a main road. And he came out and seen us and asked us if we would do it. And here we are.
Hello, I'm Jackie and I'm playing young Millie's mother in the flashbacks too.
And how did you get involved in Pigeon Post?
Stuart was looking for Millie's mother and found my showreel on a casting website. So he saw some of my work and cast me from that, which was very nice.
And now you're stuck in here because it's pouring with rain outside.
It is.
So when are you going to finish your scene?
Possibly today if it stops raining. If not, we might have to come back tomorrow, so that's okay.
Hi, I'm Jamie Fowlds, son of Mr. Derek. I wrote this little film, Pigeon Post. I was in Castle Combe with my girlfriend, and she was in a crowd of people taking pictures of doves, and I wanted to give her a cuddle. I couldn't get to her, and I wondered what it would be like to be very old and separated from somebody that you love and you can't get to them. That's the inspiration, really. It's just about getting love back from someone that you care about.
And what's it like working with your dad?
Amazing, it's the first time, so it's surreal as well. We're all on it, you know, all the brothers and father. It's amazing.
Getting onto that part of the wall somehow, that would help a lot. Come here, so this is lighting where you start reducing everything until you've got absolutely nothing and deciding. Yeah, I mean, just taking it off the wall helps there. I think it has a more...
Yeah, my name's Graham Horder. I'm director of photography on this movie. I got involved when Stuart Mackay, the director, asked me last autumn, I think it was. But overall, the general look is more of a film than TV. We're not trying to make the film too choppy, too cutty. We're letting takes run and not having whacking great big sort of eyeball close-ups and things like that. So we're letting the action run and having a chance to look at the wider picture rather than the intimate detail, if you like. So a filmic rather than TV look has been the idea right from the start.
Eyford Manor. Well, when you see the film cuts of Eyford Manor, I think you'll agree that Stuart has found a pretty good place to cut a film. But of course, being Eyford Manor and a pretty good place for making a film, it's also pretty popular with the general public. That's his problem. I was only asked to find them.
Okay. Hey, quiet please! Hello, I'm Julian, the sound recordist. The sound on this production has been relatively straightforward. We've had a little bit of complication because parts of the shooting are set in 1940, so we have to be aware of any non-1940 type noises like jet aeroplanes going over. And apart from those sort of things, everything has been pretty straightforward. One or two shots where we've had to do some little wild tracks of the dialogue in order to fill in where for some reason the actual voices were drowned by some other sound, like the noise of a car or noise of a river or something. But in general, it's all gone fairly straightforwardly.
Camera speed.
Scene 11, 204.
Fuck. No, I could have got away with that.
Oh, that horn?
Yeah.
It
was on the side.
Turn over. Running out. Speed marker. 200.
What was that, Julian?
This car was built in 1925 and it was bought by a doctor up in the north-east of the country who had it for 30 years to do his practice in, and he died in 1955, 30 years later. And his wife then took the car along to the local Morris agency and part exchanged it for a Morris Minor with a roof. That's what they do with our toys. And I think you're about to get run over by some horses, Bob. So if you pan to your left, you might just get away with it. That's just what I was going to say. Did you get that tank?
Have you been dismissed?
Yeah, apparently. Ask Mike.
It's my day job. Washerwoman.
Well, we're setting up a green screen, okay, for John, the actor, the main actor's POV from a window. Now, the idea is that we can chroma key in a garden scene later on. And so as he looks out the window, we can chroma key in over the green his viewpoint, his POV, of Millie hanging out the washing. So it's very much experimental at this stage, but I'm sure it'll work.
The worst case is I cut holes out and then Matt put in cobwebs over the top. Yeah?
Our pigeon handler.
The boy.
The boy, yes. The best boy.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So I was just thinking, the home and pigeons, you can go home and I'll send them off to you.
No, we'll stay and see whatever you want done. Well, I'm John Peters from Marksbury. I brought 6 pigeons here today. We've released 3. I'll take the other 3 back. I fly these pigeons with the South West of England Lyric Club, and we start off racing old birds at about 60 miles, and we go up to Lyric, which is about 605 miles. But we enjoy it, and that's why we do it. And as long as you keep it as a sport, like our Peters family always did, then you get along a lot better. I have to thank my wife, Joan, because she does help me as well. And being in farming like we are, she very often have to look after the animals while I sit in the garden waiting for my pigeons.
And action.
Is it running?
Oh yeah, it's running now, yeah.
Never work.
What have you done?
Children and animals.
Well, that's all right.
All right, one more, please. God, I don't know. I've been shit on in my time.
There is a God.
They were clean on last week.
Oh. You've enjoyed it, eh?
Every second.
Would you do it again?
I'd do it again, yes.
Do you still
Even for
find
less
me,
money, actually.
Do you still
I'd do
find
it,
me
yes.
physically attractive?
Physically very attractive, yes. Particularly with the scar, the hat, the yes, the clothes, and the tash. Yes.
It's been a joy. Great thrill for me is seeing my 3 boys, Jamie on camera, Jeremy in the piece and also written the screenplay, and Fletch, who's a tower of strength. He's doing his day job here. He usually gets paid as first AD. They've had a ball. They've trashed my house. They've eaten me out of house and home. They've cost me a fortune. But it's been worth it. And having Diana Hodinott, my dear friend from Yes Minister, and the lovely and adorable Peter Benson giving his cameo, which will go down in history. It'll be on his CV. And of course, nothing would have happened without Stuart. And having done the documentary Fowlds in the Landscape with him, and with Graham and with Julian, Stuart's a top man, and he gets a bit stressed sometimes. But underneath all that, he knows what he wants. He's a great professional. He's a great filmmaker, and none of this would have happened without him. So all the boys and me and the family are grateful to everyone that's here. But I have to make a special thank you to Stuart for making it all happen.
It's been fraught at times, but you know that I think everybody's feeling pressure in their own particular way, because you know you can't throw any more money at it. You've only got a certain amount of money to spend, and it's got to be done on that day. There's no contingency plan on this, which is a pity. It would be nice to have a little free day where you can do pickups. But yeah, I have enjoyed it. It's been a tremendous experience, and the people we got on board, they've just bought into the whole concept of this sort of low budget, no budget filmmaking, and giving it their all. I'm so proud of everybody that you know, I'll have to write to everybody individually, I think, including you. You've been there in the background, and I can't wait to see the pictures.
I've enjoyed myself here today, and all I can wish is the success that the people deserve that are making this film, and hope they go from strength to strength.
160. And action! Rehearsal ends there, thank you.
They don't want to know, do they?